First of all, listen, it's interesting about all these young guys today. They never call on us and say, hey, thanks for the kind word and telling me how great a player I am. But when they play like crap and we call them out, we don't know what we're talking about. Listen, I'm easy to find. But listen, I'm going to criticize guys that they deserve it. And listen, they can kiss my ass if they don't like it.
What's up, YouTube? Nathan back with another video presentation. Welcome to episode 11 of Big Nate Talk Podcast. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everyone's having a great week. I hope you're staying safe. Before we get into the episode, there's a few things I want to say up front. I know as I want to say this hurricane, I heard the name of it already, Elsa. I want to send my thoughts and prayers to those that have been affected by the storm. I hope everybody's prepared well, sandbags, food, water, batteries, all that. Just stay safe and let's continue to pray for one another that have been affected by the hurricane. The condo situation in Florida, they pretty much have now come to the conclusion that they don't think there's going to be any survivors. I pray that there are survivors. Again, thoughts and prayers out to those families. With this new variant, this Delta variant that's now in the United States, just stay safe, y'all. Let's just take the precautions. We were doing really well with all the cases going down. And it just sucks to really see that, another variant of COVID is in the United States. But with that being said, as y'all can tell by my mood, one, it's been a long day. Let me back up. I'm actually high key irritated because the Milwaukee Bucks are down 2-0 to the Phoenix Suns. Let me just say this. Giannis is going to be excluded from this. I'm going to tell you why. Because he's the only one that actually showed up tonight. The only one. 42 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, 4 assists, 1 steal. He turned the ball over 3 times. The only thing I can say that was a detrimental effect on him was the free throws. He was 11 of 18 from the free throw line. But can I say this? What is the point of crying every time Giannis goes to the line? Because he's going to miss it. He's going to be probably 1 of 2, 0 of 2. But if he basically flip-flopped the free throws, you can't be crying. Like Giannis, there was a couple possessions where he was taking some high percentage shots that were bad shots. Listen, he dominates more in the paint. I'm looking here and I'll leave this in the description if I remember to do this. I'm looking at the game chart for Giannis tonight. 65% from the field. Most of his shots were within the paint. The closer you are to the rim, the percentage of your shot goal is higher. The further you are away from it, if a player like Giannis, they go down. Like in football, where they say the screen is the most high percentage play of an offense when you throw a screen. It's a high percentage pass. Giannis, every time he takes a 3, let me find the right words. I want to yell at him. Every 3 he shoots, he has to give me 5% of his paycheck. Because like they have absolutely no respect for Giannis every time he takes a three. Every time, like if when he's sitting at the top of the three, at top of the key at the three, when he gets the ball, no defender goes to him because they know he's going to miss. My Lord, don't get me started with Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. You got to give me more than just 28 points combined. Like Drew Holiday wasn't even that damn better in tonight. 7 of 21 from the field. Chris Middleton 5 of 16 from the field. Like the offense is very stagnant. There's no ball movement. I want to show you guys a play. I'm gonna show it to you at the end. But my God, if like 52 points in the paint. Like, let me ask you a question. Because they're playing like the Bucks, we typically know how they're going to play. And then for some reason, game 2, 3, or 4, then they understand, oh, we got to make the adjustments. If you have 59 points in the paint compared to Phoenix's 24, and you know that a guy like Giannis who's gone off and who went off tonight, why are you not dominating them more in the paint? Now, I will say this. The defense was a little bit better, especially on the pick and roll defense with Brook Lopez. The drop coverage was better. But Phoenix, all 5 starters, double digits. DeAndre Ayton didn't really have he had a quiet game, but he had still a double-double. Devin Booker and Chris Paul, man. Mikal Bridges, we got to give him some love. Dario Saric, I want to give thoughts and prayers. He's out for the season. He tore his ACL, and then Torrey Craig, I hope he's all right. The only thing I will say about Phoenix is that their depth, they ain't got a lot of depth, and that might be a weakness. You're going to be asking some guys to really carry the load, guys really stepping up, like Abdul Nader. You're going to be really asking him to contribute more. So we'll see how that looks in game 3. But the biggest thing I took away from tonight's game was the 3 ball by Phoenix. I mean, the barrage of threes they took. The fact that Milwaukee only scored 16 points. I have the note here. Phoenix shot 8 of 14 on threes in the first quarter. That's 24 of 26 from deep. Then the Suns missed 4, in the second, but had 11 threes at halftime. Milwaukee cut the game close. There's a couple things I want to take away from here. Giannis did go 15 to 22 from the field. However, combined as a cohesive unit, Middleton, Lopez, Holiday, I have it 27 of 21. That's 38% from the field. And then on top of that, 30% from 3. And oh, by the way, it was the Giannis show in the third quarter where he scored 20 straight points by himself. And the score was 88-77 by the end of the third quarter. Just embarrassing. The fact that this man had no help tonight, and then virtually no help game 1. He's playing on one leg. Chris Middleton, you're going to be representing the Team USA in the Olympics. Where you at? I don't get it. Chris Middleton, hold on. If I'm saying, I look at this stat where he didn't go to the free throw line. He played 41 minutes, and not one time in the whole game did he go to the free throw line. Brooke Lopez didn't get a free throw attempt. PJ Tucker didn't get a free throw attempt. And Drew Holiday had 3 free throw attempts. Just disgusting. Just disgusting. Like, and going into the fourth, had Pat Connaughton made that 3, the score would have been 100, 103 or 100. But the score was 103-97. Let me look at some more notes that I took. Like, when you're a combined 12 or 37, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Devin Booker, again, and I said Devin Booker had 7 threes tonight. But particularly when the amount of threes, particularly in the second quarter, that's demoralizing. Mark Jackson said it at best. That's demoralizing. I mean, the Bucks, they tried. They really did. But they had no answers. They have no answers for this Phoenix team. And I'm really scared come Sunday. I truly am. Because I don't really know what else is there to say. The Milwaukee Bucks are soft. Everyone said it, especially Charles Barkley. They don't have killers. Giannis needs help. Middleton, Lopez, Holiday, like they got to step up. The only one +3. Everybody else pathetic. Chris Middleton, -15. Phoenix, everyone played a ++. Devin Booker, Crowder, and Ayton +10. And then Chris Paul +9. My body language, because I'm just disgusted. You're sitting there, well, why are you sitting there like that? Because I'm disgusted with the Bucks. They played dumb. And Mike Budenholzer, once again, I think he's allergic to the word adjustments. He's truly allergic to the word adjustment. He really is. Like, I don't know what it's going to take. Come Sunday. But they've got to make the adjustment. They were playing so well in the first quarter. They had 29 points. Then the second quarter, to me, that's when the game was over. When you shoot 23s compared to your 9, you had 9 turnovers. Brooke Lopez contributed to work as a team unit with 7 blocks. Drew Holiday was a little aggressive on defense. There were some shots that just didn't go, but it just sucks. It really does. I'm still holding. I still believe the Bucks are going to win in 6. I really do, but Holiday, Middleton, Lopez, it all rides on them. I'm gonna say it all rides on them. They besides Giannis, Middleton and Holiday, they go as far as they take this team as far as they can take it. They're the big three, part of the big three, and they haven't shown up these first two games, and it's disgusting. But the ball movement, I'm gonna show a clip of it at the end. Like I said, the ball movement by Phoenix was just so beautiful to watch. That's what, especially in that kind of offense, that's what ball movement matters. Phoenix is great at scrambling defenses. And the Phoenix Suns just have no answer. Mike Budenholzer has no answer. He better come prepared. They gotta come out balling, man. They really do. Disappointing. Okay, I'm gonna transition into the WNBA. This is gonna make me feel a little better. So the last couple of videos we have talked about what's going down in the ATL with the Atlanta Dream, which has pretty much been the talk of the town past few days. We've heard some things that have come out where Chennedy Carter was suspended until further notice. Conduct detrimental to the team. There was an incident on the bench in the first quarter, and she didn't come back. She only played 5 minutes. She played under 6 minutes in that game. And Mike Peterson just said that she wasn't injured or anything. She just she didn't want to play. And then we were hearing things that there was a fight, on altercation, well, same thing. And you had a couple girls. You had Tiffany Hayes, Courtney Williams, Elizabeth Williams come out and pretty much, we were all pointing the finger at Courtney Williams. And I will sit here and say, I to say this as a fan and as a fan of WNBA and aspiring journalist, I apologize. We didn't have all the facts. We didn't know what was really going on. But you had other people that were really quick to point the finger at Courtney and Tiffany. We just didn't have all the facts. And up until today, Spencer Nesbaum, who is a beat writer for the Atlanta Dream, pretty much came out and kind of set the record straight, because Chennedy has said a couple things. Her brother tweeted out, basically talking about how they had a fight in the locker room. That instantly got deleted. But so pretty much at this point, the Atlanta Dream are done with Chennedy Carter. According here, quote, multiple sources told the Next that Carter does not have a long-term future in Atlanta because of her negative effect on the locker room. Though there is time to mend relationships, as such, the team is not planning to move her quickly if it chooses to move her at all. So pretty much what that means is she's kind of been a hothead, and it's kind of getting on everyone's nerves, honestly. And we figured it, and it kind of to the point where we heard that I instantly kind of figured it was Chennedy. I mean, it's documented. Same thing when she was in college. She can be a pain in the butt, but that's just the type of player she is. She just wears her emotion on her sleeve, and I respect that. But I think it also too we cannot exclude the Atlanta Dream in this neither. They don't get a pass, because when you hear there's no accountability from top to bottom, that's ownership, that's coaching, and that's players. I think we can all agree that Atlanta lacks a leader. I feel like, and again, there's a lot of alpha dogs on that roster. And on top of that, Atlanta is already guard heavy. You add Chennedy Carter, Courtney Williams in the trade, Tiffany Hayes. Then you signed IDC Sims and then turned around and drafted Ari McDonald. I'm not really understanding that. So we're going to read some of this article by Spencer. So here is a part where Mike Peterson quotes, she's working through stuff with ownership, trying to get a process of where she can return. Her agent declined to comment for this article. And then another quote by Coach Peterson. I'm going to count on our players being adults. I'm going to count on our players to be ready to practice and be ready to play because they're professionals. But then he gave me some tweets. Courtney obviously responded to all the things that were said pretty much about her. Quote, if you know me, you know how I get down. I never initiate controversy. I'm too old for that now. I was brought up different in this league. You respect your vets and coaches, whether you agree or not. Y'all stay safe out there, though. I mean, she's right. You know, I've said this, and it's not just with the WNBA, but I've noticed this with the NBA, football, baseball. I don't understand this new generation of egos. I never had teammates where they made it just about them and not the team, and not having respect for your veterans. I wish I could have been a teammate of a Ray Lewis, Randy Moss, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Chuck, Ken Griffey Jr., Adam Jones, Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie, Teresa Witherspoon, Cynthia Cooper, Tina Thompson. Like, those are veterans that you would look to, that you respect, and could also play a role in being a mentor. Like, I feel like when Chennedy came into the league, like, she would benefit if she had a mentor like Candace Parker, Nneka Ogwumike, Tina Charles, Natasha Cloud, multiple examples. But I really feel like we got guys that come into these leagues and, they're more worried about their brand and they don't put the team first. And, Elizabeth Williams said there's a lot of misinformation out here. We got your back, Courtney Williams. And then Hollywood tweets, game on speak. And then Renee Montgomery came in and tweeted, building on a culture means holding ourselves accountable as a team. As we grow through situations, we will work together, helping our players in all aspects. Don't need to panic. It's part of the grind. Now, it has been documented, Mike Peterson did come out and say he does not see himself as a long-term coach for the Dream. I know that they're 2-9, and I know they go into playing, I forget who they play, top of my head. But I know they have 2 more games for the Olympic break, and then we all come back as a group August 15th. But really, ever since they waived my girl Kalani Brown, who, by the way, she looks good. She looks really good. She's got herself in great shape, and she's definitely letting it loose on Instagram. They haven't made any changes at all to the team. Now, the trade deadline, if I know for the WNBA, is August 21st. Which is weird. but that's neither here nor there. I did some math. I looked at obviously my go-to website when I'm looking for free agents. I'm looking at the salary cap for a team, Spot Track, and the Atlanta Dream have exactly $836,241 in cap after this year. That's according to all 12 leagues. That's the third most in the league. And after next year, Odyssey Sims, Elizabeth Williams, Tiffany Hayes, Shakina Strickland, Courtney, Monique, Billings, Crystal Bradford. Well, Crystal Bradford's on a reserve contract, but you have 7 free agents. And after 2025, some of these girls might be gone. Tiana Hawkins is an unrestricted free agent in 2 years. And then Arian McDonald's under a rookie contract. Now, I personally believe I do know they're going to re-sign Tiffany and Courtney because I think that's your backcourt. I'm dumbfounded on that. You drafted Chennedy Carter and then turned around and drafted Arian McDonald. I didn't get that. I think losing her would definitely. I don't think it would hurt Atlanta. I don't think Atlanta would have to take a step back, but I think we know the type of player she's capable of. She's an explosive offensive guard, and I feel like personally, I think she could benefit somewhere else. The Indiana Fever should have drafted her, but they took Lauren Cox, and this is not a slight on Lauren Cox. It's just front office. Make no sense to me. But Atlanta does have, besides this, what's going on between Chennedy and the Dream, there's a bigger issue. The Atlanta Dream have one of the worst defensive ratings in the league. And they're on top of that, if the playoffs started today, they would miss the playoffs for a third straight year. So I think they really need to figure out, get all the eggs in the basket and work out the kinks. Because, like, on paper, like, this team at best is a 4th, 5th seed. But the way they've been playing, I think they're better than that. So, but I don't think this situation affects, again, like Courtney or Elizabeth Williams or even Tiffany Hayes leaving. This is disappointing, but at this point, this is where all sides have to take a better job of being accountable. Plain and simple. It's not hard, people. Just hold yourselves accountable, and let's just call it what it is, because it's a team game. We're going to have ups and downs. We're all going to struggle as a unit, but to really see like the way it kind of dragged out like that, and then everybody was going at guys like Spencer, Christina Williams. They didn't have the facts straight. Listen, they're doing their job, and they have sources. They're not going to tell you who the sources are. And again, we didn't have all the facts, but facts came out, and sadness. We'll see where this goes. We will. But we're going to transition into the Mystics. So the Mystics play this Saturday against the Connecticut Sun. One more game before we go on the Olympic break. So not too much really there. We did give Shatori Walker-Kimbrough and Megan Gustafsson, we gave him another set. We both gave them 7-day contracts respectively. I have a feeling he's going to probably sign the both of them. He'll probably sign Megan first. I know he really is. He's really fond of Megan and Shatori. She should be on the WNBA roster. Made no sense to me, but it's not just really her. It's just really good talent. Again, like Kalani Brown, Lana Coates. They need to be on the WNBA roster. It's like someone needs to just sign them. There is something I did want to point out. I did want to also congratulate LaToya Saunders and her husband, Byron Saunders, on their baby that's due soon. The Mystics kind of threw like a little baby shower. So LaToya is a part of our front office for the Mystics. So I definitely wanted to send to both of them my congratulations and congratulations on being a mom and a dad. So I was on Twitter and a guy by the name of Andrew Joe Potter, he's a news editor at The Score, tweeted out, rank these WNBA structural changes by the order in which you implement them. A, expand number of teams from 12 to 14. Expand roster sizes from 12 to 15. Expand game time from 40 to 48 minutes. Expand season from 36 to 50 games. And then E, guarantee contracts for first-round draftees. So that was an interesting tweet. And so my response, I said, first, we need to have guaranteed contracts for the first-round draftees, because the amount of first-rounders, again, I'm just using them as an example because again, I gotta shout out the regular Ravens fan. Trust your eyes. Kalani Brown, I know the type of player she was capable of being when she was at Baylor. She didn't get an opportunity in Atlanta. I know y'all can throw at me, well, she wasn't in basketball shape. Mind you, she had COVID. And on top of that, even when she was in the bubble, they didn't give her a lot of playing time. Now, since she's lost weight, let me just say this. We need to be prepared for this Kalani Brown. Because I really think with the weight loss that she's put in, we can't not sneeze at that. Alana Coates, South Carolina, defensive-minded center. But she can bring defense to some teams. Like, for example, I know the Mystics could use some defense. The Atlanta Dream could use some defense. But the fact that we can just cut these girls like that, that's ridiculous. Like, there's no way in heck, like, after 2 seasons, Lauren Cox is just cut. That's crazy to me. That doesn't make sense. So I think we need to protect the first round picks. I think we need guaranteed contracts, 4 years max, and that 5th year is a team and player option. The player option is first. I have the players; they have control of their contract, whether or not they want to stay with that team respectively. D, expand the season from 36 to 50 games. I really think this needs to be a conversation that needs to be had, because I really don't like them going overseas, risking injury. But they got families to feed and they got bills to pay. And I feel like them getting an extra, like getting 50 games, like, I think, one, that would obviously give them more TV time with the networks. But I think that would cut more on less of them going like to Spain, Turkey, France, Italy, Belgium, etc. Because it makes no sense to me that Breonna Stewart, for example, or Seitu Sabali, Kia Vaughn, even though she said this was going to be her last year, she said it on her Instagram that she was, after they won the championship, that she was done going overseas. They shouldn't have to be doing that because all that traveling, you gotta then adjust to different things like that. That's just too much. That's just too much wear and tear on you after a while. So I think 50 games is fair, and I think that would really alleviate some to stay and not go overseas because I think you would go probably into maybe Thanksgiving, Halloween, and then they have a break. Because keep in mind, too, when the season starts here, some of them are in playoffs overseas. And some of them, like Gabby Williams, she got suspended by James Wade, which was absolutely dumbfounding to me because she was playing overseas. Jonquel Jones just came back from, she came from Spain. Emma Meeson is in Belgium, and she's both, even though she's with the Olympics. But I think that would cut down on players being here and not having to worry about, okay, well, they're not going to be back until June 15th. When I know, okay, the season starts, okay, I have everybody here. So I think having 50 games makes sense to me. I said C, expanding the game from 40 to 48 minutes. I just think just getting some of the, those that didn't get minutes. I just think playing at 40 minutes, I think is great, but I feel like the minutes can be allocated better. Like, then I said expand the roster size to 12 to 15. This notion that you can win with, I know like every series you're probably only going to start 7 to 8 players, maybe 9, but there's something called depth and there's something called a bench. Like, for example, like the Washington Mystics a few nights ago got embarrassed at home when they only had 6 available players. And he just cut 3. He cut Kiara Leslie, Stella Johnson, and then Megan Gustafsson. And I'm sitting there going like that's all you need to know. That's where you need an expanded roster size from 12 to 15. And then last, I said expansion of teams from 12 to 14. Listen, we could talk about the expansion and all that stuff like that. But the biggest issue that I have is that when you don't have the support of, again, like if a Beyonce and a Jay-Z can go to a Brooklyn Nets game, they can't, you mean to tell me they can't go to a New York Liberty game? I'm not saying that I'm just using them as an example because to me, I just feel like, let's just say what happens tomorrow. If Kathy Engelberg, the commissioner, came out and said, you know what? We haven't, the TV, the revenue has gone down. We haven't been making money. After this year, the league's going to fold. Then that's when you're going to see a Kim Kardashian, Kanye West. You're going to see people like that come out and go, "Oh, we can't let that happen. We got to support our ladies." See, and only when it fits the narrative. But that's neither here nor there. So I thought that was actually a good conversation on Twitter, and it got everybody kind of thinking. A couple people said to delete D to play team in regular season playoff games. I disagree with that. I think the Commissioner's Cup actually is a little too long because I think we still got some teams that are playing right now, and I think we're actually, let's check the Commissioner's Cup. Yeah, Connecticut 7-1, and Seattle is 7-1. So, like at this point, how is this working? Okay, so there's 2 more days of the Commissioner's Cup. And then the championship game we played on August 12th after the conclusion of the Olympics and prior to the resumption of WNBA regulars. So pretty much, wow, we didn't even make the Commissioner's Cup. Atlanta's 4-4. We were 3-6. New York's 5-4. Chicago 6-3. Dallas was 3-6. Los Angeles was 1-8. Phoenix, they haven't really been they've kind of had a up and down year. Las Vegas is 5-3. Minnesota's 5-3. Like, it's going to be Chicago, Connecticut. You saying Chicago? It's going to be Connecticut and Seattle for the Cup. Bet. So, it's been fun to watch, and I think it definitely gives more of a competitive edge for sure. Let's see. First, head-to-head record, cumulative point of differences, overall winning percentage versus in-conference opponents, and then a cut, and then a coin flip. But everyone's schedule is different. So if we win this game, we're 4-6, or is that it? Because we're 0-3 against Connecticut. No, I'm sorry. That's Indiana. 0-2. We're 1-1 against Atlanta, Indiana, and New York. We really should be 2-0 against Indiana. Damn. But that's actually going to be a good game. I'm going to be tuned in for that. I'm going to talk about the Mystic game. Whatever happens in that game, that's going to go in episode 12 on Sunday with the Bucks and Phoenix. Let's see what else is going on in the WNBA. No, we play Chicago. Why not? We play Chicago. I'm sorry, that's tomorrow. I thought it was Saturday. Okay. That's something on Amazon Prime. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. That's good to know. That is good to know. Also, too, I wanted to give a shout out to Tamara Young, also known as Ty Young. She's retiring after 12 years out of James Madison University. Played for the Dream, Sky, and then the Las Vegas Aces. Good little guard. She's a good player. I know she's on Love and Hip Hop. Is she Love and Hip Hop? I believe it is. She is. So, best wishes and endeavors to you in your retirement. I wish you and your family all nothing but the best. So, congratulations on that. We're transitioning into baseball. No baseball tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The game was postponed. We're going to pick it up in September. I believe it's the 11th as a doubleheader. I don't understand why we're playing these games, these doubleheaders. We postpone games. We push it until the later part of the season, which means that's less days off for us. But, yes, we were supposed to play actually at 7. It was a 7 o'clock game, but it was like around 5:30. That's when they were like, we're not going to play because of the storm. Because they said the rain was supposed to start around 6. And I looked, I was like, oh, wow. I heard I was thundering, but I didn't see any rain. So this is number 5. 5 games was got postponed. I know also Norfolk, Bowie, and Delmarva, their games got postponed because of Elsa. I just wanted to I was looking at here on BaltimoreBaseball.com. Shout out to them. There's a couple notes here. I was trying to follow what's been going on in the minors as best I can. We optioned Zach Lowther to Norfolk, and we got Sean Anderson. He comes from we claimed him off waivers from Texas. I think he has like an ERA of 9.3. So if he does pitch again, he'll be, I want to say, like the 47th pitcher we've used. Good God. It's not even the first half. We're not even at the first half of the season. 47 pitchers if he does start. That's not right. I do know I have been following John Means. He's going to Bowie for his rehab assignment. So probably, because we come back on the 16th from the All-Star break, he'll probably be up in Norfolk. Hopefully by then, I'm hoping. So he probably actually, because we played after that Royal series, we played the Rays. Is it the Rays? Yes, it is. It is the Rays. So he could probably start by then. I want to give a shout out to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Congratulations on winning the Stanley Cup. Things are looking really bright in Tampa. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, Super Bowl. The the Devil Rays. They've been on the up and coming. Back-to-back championships. Tampa Bay, congratulations. They've had one hell of a season. Just got to give my congratulations to them. But yeah, y'all got a good thing going down in Tampa, man. Y'all really do. Y'all building something special with all your teams respectively. So I can't get mad at that. But I just want to send a quick congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Well deserved. Some Baltimore Ravens updates. Nothing's really been going on with the Ravens. Again, it's pretty much just been training camp. I know N'Keal Henry's been his name's been thrown out there in the conversation of being traded. At this point, he hasn't panned out in New England. Actually disappointing as a first-round pick, honestly, if you ask me. I think a change of scenery would be best for him. Could Baltimore be a good fit? Who knows? I do know that with the fullback, we got Ben Mason, him and Patrick Ricard, the battle for that. I don't know where Baltimore's with that. I don't know if that's a changing of the guard. Maybe they see a different role for Ricard. I feel like Patrick Ricard has been a good fullback for us, but I think they see something in Ben Mason that they like. There was a fullback, was Rick Steiner's son. We had drafted him. Let me look that up because he signed his son to, I believe it was a training camp contract. Oh, okay. We cut him in August, so he's in the WWE. Okay, well, I wish him all nothing but the best in the WWE. So, okay, with that was easy. So, cause I was like, wait, we just signed him. We signed his son. He was actually a good little fullback. So, with that being said, that's pretty much what's going on in Baltimore. Like, I think we have 68 days until Raven football starts. I want to give a shout out to the Let's Talk Football crew and Washington Football Weekly crew with Sean Spencer and those guys. I had the opportunity to be on Washington Football Weekly yesterday. Great conversation. I was hoping to get Sean Spencer on here this evening, but did not happen. So it's okay. We'll always try again. But because I was going to bring him on, we're going to talk about Daniel Snyder and the Washington football team that were fined $10 million by the league. I wanted to get his take on it. We talked about it in the Washington Football Weekly episode yesterday. So my last topic for the evening, I want to congratulate Zaila Avant-Garde, the first African-American to win the spelling bee. There were some other facts I saw on Twitter. She appeared in a commercial with Steph Curry, and she holds 3 Guinness World Records for dribbling multiple basketballs simultaneously. So congratulations. She spelled the word to win the spelling bee, Mariah. Am I saying that right? Mariah? Just a flower. Yes, Mariah. So, congratulations. Well deserved. We need to get more young people, more young African Americans, boys and girls, on things like this. So, definitely, she definitely well deserved. So, with that being said, I want to play this clip. Bro, like, how hard is it to pronounce people's names, man? Y'all hear that? Hold on. There we go.
Look at this one. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name of this person with the one-handed bounce pass right there. Look at this one. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name of this person.
Benijah Laney. How hard is that? Benijah.
With the one-handed bounce pass right there. Sabrina.
That was a good pass. Did she go down to Seitu's leg? Is that Isabel Harrison?
This one. I'm not going to. That's good. Look at this one. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name.
That's Isabel.
With the one-handed bounce pass right there. Sabrina.
You did that under her leg. Wow.
That pass. Wait, you know what? We on television. Benijah Laney. I'm going to go with that. Look at that. Look at that. And another body. That's a great pass.
Benijah.
Magic-like. What did you say? Very magic. Not Kobe-like, even though Kobe loved her. Not Kobe-like. Magic-like. Let's go to number 2 on the list. Look at this right here. You see Kendrick Perkins right there. You see him? Those are 24 golden wings, Michael Wilbon. Kendrick Perkins is on TV with wings. And you know what he said, Mike? Do you know why I put him on this Oh No You Didn't list? He actually said he didn't know if he was going to eat them or if he was going to store them and screaming up, "Oh no, you didn't lie."
Bring up some wings?
No, you did. You know good and well you was going to eat those wings.
But Benijah, I'm sorry. That's not right. Like the fact that he really said, "I'm not going to even try to pronounce her name," and then he just name dropped it. But I mean, his "Oh no, you didn't" is his version of Shaq and a Fool. So, and then I'm going to show the great basketball movement, because this is what killed the Bucks tonight. Look at this ball movement. Shout out to Rob Perez. I love following him on Twitter. Good guy. See this? 1 pass, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 passes, and on top of that, it was and 1. See that ball movement? You see how Phoenix moves the ball? That's what Milwaukee should be doing, is moving the ball. Not with this stagnant offense of the ball is in Giannis's hands or Middleton's hands or Holiday's hands, and we just stand around and we just wait for someone to make a play. Like, that's just not going to get it done. Like, when you don't move, they didn't move the ball, and Phoenix on defense, they figured them out real quickly. So, with that being said, I'm out because I'm going to. If I keep talking about the Milwaukee Bucks, I'm going to lose my mind. I really am. I believe they will win Game 3. Let me find it. I don't want to play an actual video because I might get copyrighted for it. I was going to play a clip of Charles Barkley with the guarantee. Where is it? I apologize if I'm just sitting here because I'm trying to find the guarantee. So I'm convinced that the Milwaukee Bucks will win Game 6. Chuck, please help me. Guarantee they're going to win Game 3. But with that being said, y'all, I'm going to end this episode. This concludes episode 11. Wow, we've actually got to 11 episodes. We're doing actually pretty well. Y'all let me know your thoughts on these topics I touched on this evening. How you feel about each one. You know, if you want to see more, be sure to leave your thoughts, comments in the comment section below. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Also, too, consider hitting that subscribe button along with notification bells on. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace. Yeah.
First of all, listen, it's interesting about all these young guys today. They never call on us and say, hey, thanks for the kind word and telling me how great a player I am. But when they play like crap and we call them out, we don't know what we're talking about. Listen, I'm easy to find. But listen, I'm going to criticize guys that they deserve it. And listen, they can kiss my ass if they don't like it.